I thought tonight we'd talk a little bit about balancing the rider's body over the seat bones. And here's an actual cast of the human pelvis. If we turn it upside down and look at the seat bones, we can see that the seat bones are shaped sort of like the rocker on a rocking chair. But because this is an actual cast from a human cadaver, you'll also notice that the two seat bones aren't exactly alike. So none of us are completely symmetrical. At the bottom of the seat bones, we have balance receptors. And these balance receptors allow we humans to sit in chairs and sit upright. Horses have seat bones and so do dogs, but they don't have these balancers that talk to us about, are we balanced over our pelvis, over our seat bones? So the balance of our seat bones is important when we ride. We want to be aware of them, and we also want to do what we call rock into balance. Rock a little too far forward, a little too far backward, until we find a spot in the middle that is exactly the right spot for us. Why don't you go ahead and get mounted up, and we'll do some rocking into balance on top of the horse. Okay, you're mounted up. How are you holding up? It's a hot night in Toledo, Ohio. It's 90-some degrees and the humidity's close to 100. So it's a difficult night to ride, but we'll do some slow work. And the first thing we can think about is finding our seat bones. Can you find both of your seat bones? And you're going to put a hand underneath, which is a good idea to actually find that bone. I remember Sally Swift saying, they're further under than you think. They're further under than you think. And that's always a good exercise to do before we warm up for the show ring or for a lesson. Actually touch the seat bones, say, wake up, hello. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to do a funny exercise. I'm going to ask you to imagine that you have like two laser beams that shine from the bottom of your seat bones all the way through your saddle, through your horse, and down to the ground. Can you imagine that? What would you need to do in your seat to shine those laser beams forward toward her front legs? And that's it, there. That would shine them right to the front legs. And how about the hind legs? Yep, and tilt the pelvis so that it tilts down in front. Good. Now, could you rock them up forward again, but maybe not so far? And back, but not as far. And let's go a little forward, and a little less back, and a little more with the pelvis, not so much with the upper body, and a little less forward, a little less back, until you feel as though you've rocked those seat bones right down to the ground. How's that feel? Notice that your back is softly curved with the natural gentle curves in the back, and you should be very aware of the good support that you get from your seat bones. We call this rocking into balance. Little forward, little back, little forward, little back, till we rocked into balance and have an awareness of our seat bones. Go ahead and take a ride and see how that feels.